guys, it's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. So for about 5 or 6 months now, I have been using the no filter edit on my Instagram feed, and over the last 2 months it seems to become like a huge thing on Instagram, and I've been getting a lot of questions as to how I edit my Instagram photos. So I thought today I could show you how I do the no filter edit on my Instagram. So today I'm going to be editing 4 different photos for you guys. So the first 2 are the photos that have been taken on my iPhone X, and the other 2 are going to be 2 photos taken on my DSLR camera. My DSLR camera is the Nikon D7000. Now this was actually my sister's old camera, so I'm not actually sure how old it actually is, but it still works really, really well. Now obviously you do not need a super expensive camera to take photos. The iPhone does it just perfectly for you. It's all about the editing. I just like to use my DSLR camera for low light situations, or if I'm in a spot where the sun is hitting a really weird spot where I can't move and the iPhone doesn't seem to be cutting it. So I don't really take this with me that much. Like on holidays I'll just stick to my iPhone, but if I'm going out specifically to take photos, I'll take this one in case I really need it. Alrighty, so going on my phone right now, I'm going to go across to VSCO. This is the very first app that I use to edit my photos. So I'm just going to hit that plus button and I'm going to go ahead and select my album that I made like 5 minutes ago. Here it is, my edit vid folder. So I'm just going to select these for here and import them. Okay, so the first 2 that I'm going to do are the ones that are edited on my, taken on my iPhone. So the first one here is this one that was taken at a cute little cafe in the city. So the very first edit I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the exposure. Obviously you can see that it's a very dark photo, so I'm going to bring that up to probably about 1.3. So I'm going to hit the tick. Then I'm going to go across to white balance. And I'm just going to edit the temperature. I'm going to bring that up 1. Just because I'm wearing such a vibrant top and a pink bag, I really want to bring out those colors. I'm going to press the tick. And then I'm actually going to go across to fade. And I'm going to bring that up to about 1.1. Just so because we brightened the colors, it made like the rest of the photo look a little bit harsh for my liking. So I like to bring out the fade just a little bit, just so it's not too harsh. And as you can see there, that is our first edit. So I'm going to press the tick, next, and save to camera roll. Now I'm going to go into Lightroom now. Going to add that. And then in here, I'm going to go light. I'm going to bring the contrast down probably about there. Again, just to make it a little softer because my hair looks quite dark just because of the lighting. And then I'm going to go to shadows and I'm going to bring that up to about 19 as well, just so you can see a bit more of my face, again because of the lighting. So if we just hold that down, that's the before and the after, so you can really see my eyes and like my makeup on my face, and the background just seems to have brightened up a little bit more. And then I'm going to go across to geometry and then I'm going to select constrain crop. I'm going to turn that on, and then where it says upright off, I'm going to select that and go auto, and that's just going to straighten the photo automatically for us. So you can see that there. Just changed the angle a little bit and straightened it a little bit just to make it look a little more nicer. So I'm just going to save that to my camera roll. And then I'm going to go into Photoshop Express. Now you can do this in Lightroom, I'm pretty sure, but I've just made this such like a routine that I have to use all of these apps. So I'm going to select that photo we just edited in Lightroom, go across to details, and I'm going to reduce luminance. I'm going to bring that up to about 40 just to smooth out our skin and the whole photo. And then I'm going to sharpen. I'm going to bring that up to about 100 to bring out all of the details in the photo. And that looks pretty good to me, so I'm going to save that to our camera roll. Now obviously for like the no filter edit, you can just leave it like that. But to ensure all of my photos are consistently the same on my feed, I like to use a filter in Instagram. Just because adding that filter, I know that all of the photos have something the same about them, just so I know I'm kind of feed obsessed, so these little things really count to me. But before we do that, you just have to turn your phone onto aeroplane mode, because you actually have to post the photo for it to save, but we don't actually want it to we want it to fail so it doesn't actually post onto our Instagram. So I'm going to go into Instagram, and then I'm going to upload the photo that we just did, crop it to where I like it, select next, and then the filter I use is Valencia. Now I'm going to select it again so it brings up like how much of it you want, and I'm going to drag it all the way down to 10. That's all I use. I just use 10% of the filter. So if I like press it, hold it, you can see that there's a slight difference, but when I look at my planned feed, that's what I can see. That's what I can see that have all of the photos the same. That's what works. That's what brings all the photos together. So to me, I really have to do this. So I'm going to select done, next, share it. And then obviously when it realizes that there's no internet connection, it will fail. And then when it does, if it ever does, you just press the X to cancel it, and then it'll be in your camera roll. Yep, there it goes. Remove. Cool. Okay, so the next photo, we're going to go back into VSCO. The next iPhone photo is this one here against a white wall in the city with my new cardigan. Can I just say, how cute is this cardigan? It's from Comme des Garçons, and it's like the nicest cardigan ever. I love it. I'm obsessed. Anyway, so to edit this photo, I'm going to obviously bring up that exposure a little bit because it's a bit dark. So I'll probably bring that up to about, let's say 9. And then we really need to bring up that temperature just because of the lighting. A lot of the color has faded out of it. Oops, not that one. White balance. Yeah, we'll bring that up to about 1 so I don't look so pale anymore. Press the tick, and then I probably won't fade this photo. I'll just show, because you have to be really careful with the fade if you're wearing black, because it reduces the color so bad. Look at that. So I'm just gonna leave that fade. It seems that like the photo doesn't look too harsh anyway, so I can get away with it. But sometimes I have to bring it down like ever so slightly. You just have to be really careful with black clothes and the fade. Alright, so we're going to save that to our camera roll. And then like the other one, we're going to go into Lightroom. Alright, for this one I'm going to go into light. I'm just going to bring the highlight down just a little bit to about 5. Just because my top is just a little bright where the light's catching it. And then I'm going to go across the color, and I'm going to bring the tint up. Oh, hi Sammy. Sorry. I'm sorry if you can hear him in the background. Hey bud. Hi Danny. You alright? Oh, he's good. Yeah, I'm going to bring that up ever so slightly just to bring a little bit of colour into my lips. And then I'm going to go across to, I can't say it, geometry. And I'm going to constrain the crop. I'm going to turn that on. And then auto. Oh, that one doesn't, it seems to be fine. That's alright. So it normally does it for you like automatically, but if it thinks that the photo is straightened already, then it won't. Jared's just such a good photographer that we don't need to straighten it. So we're going to save that to our camera roll. And then we're going to go into Photoshop Express, reduce the luminance and sharpen it. Bring it about up to 40. And that up to about 100 because we really want to bring out the detailing in my necklace and my face. Save that to my camera roll. God, sometimes this is so slow. There we go. And then we're going to go into Instagram and then post it to put the filter on it. I'm going to crop it to where we like. Valencia, bring it down to about 10. Next, and then share. And then it will cancel and we select the X. Alright, while that's doing its thing, we're going to go back into VSCO or VSCO, whichever you call it. And we're going to edit the 2 DSLR camera photos. So the first one is this one here. So obviously it's a bit sideways, so we're just going to go into adjust and rotate that. Next. Oh, why did I do that? Nope. Alright, I'm going to go into exposure. I'm just going to bring that up to just 0.3. I'm just going to brighten it the slightest bit just because I was taking my camera, so it's pretty good. And then I'm going to go into, no, I won't do the temperature here. I'm going to show you a different trick to that one. I'm just going to fade it a little bit. Let's bring that to about 1. Save it to our camera roll. And then I'm going to take that one into Lightroom. Alright, next we're going to bring the contrast up just a little bit because it seems to have faded my hair a little bit. So we'll bring that up to about 8. And then I'm going to go into color. And here in the top right corner it says mix. I'm going to select that. Go across to the orange, which is our skin tone. And down the bottom it says luminance. I'm going to bring that down so it makes our skin tone more like solid, if that makes sense. Because I have like loss of pigment in my arm. I'm not sure if you can see that, but I'm really self-conscious about it. So bringing that luminance down kind of brings my skin color like all together. And then you can bring up the saturation a little bit if you wish to. I'll probably bring it just up a little bit because I don't want to like make my fake tan, you know. I know I'm a little more pale in this photo just because of the lighting, so I just want to make myself have a little bit of color. And then we're going to go to geometry. And then auto. And then it's going to straighten it for us. Save that to our camera roll. And then we're going to go into Photoshop. And then we're going to go to details, reduce the luminance, bring that up to about 40. And then sharpen, we're going to bring that right up to 100 just because we have so many details on us. The necklace, the bag, the scrunchie, we really want to bring out all of those. And then we'll save that to our camera roll. There we go. And then back into Instagram to add our filter. Valencia, bring that down to about 10. Next, share. Okay, and then for our last photo, we're going to go back into VSCO. We're going to do this one. Now this one actually looks pretty good like by itself. I'm just going to brighten it a little bit. We'll probably bring that out to about 0.3. Just because we want all the lining to kind of match on our feed. And then white balance, we'll bring up the temperature a little bit as well, probably about 0.5. And then fade, this one kind of looks like it's been faded a little bit. Bring that up to about 0.7. Save that to our camera roll. And then go into Lightroom. Alrighty, so this one we're going to go into color. We're going to do that mix again. Go into orange, bring down the luminance a little bit. And we'll do +3 for the saturation. Just bring out a little bit of color. Go to geometry, constrain, crop, automatic. It's going to do that for us. Lovely. Yeah, I like pretty much everything about this photo. That looks really good. Save to camera roll. And then we'll go into Photoshop, smooth out, and then bring out the details. 40 and then 100. Save that. In VSCO as well, you can actually like copy and edit and then paste it onto a different one. So say you take like 8 different photos but in the same spot, you can just add them all onto the same photo. That way you don't have to edit every single one. There might be a few things that you'll have to change, say like there's someone behind a cloud, or you're standing in a different way so the sun's reflecting differently. Like obviously there's a few things you'll have to change, but once you kind of get the hang of it, like it just becomes automatic, like I'm doing right now. It's just like yep, that looks good, yep, because I've just done it so many times that it just gets in your head. You just know exactly what's wrong with the photo and what needs to be adjusted. So yeah, we'll just add the filter onto this last photo. Crop it. Oh, this one like just gets my shoes in. Are you seeing that? Alright, Valencia, bring that down to 10. Next. Actually, I'm gonna do that. That looks kind of sick because I really like the lamppost, so I'm gonna get that in the background. So I'm gonna crop it like that. It looks cool. Alright, and then we're gonna share that to our feed. And we have 4 edited photos. Alrighty guys, so that is how I edit my Instagram photos with the no filter edit. I really hope that this video was helpful for you. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. And also don't forget to turn on the push notification bell as well, so you can be notified when I upload a new video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys!